right here. We ran it for 4 years, and then we bought our first location, Gold Gym Venice, Venice Nutrition, right next to Gold Gym Venice in Mecca, and built our nutrition practice there. But the biggest thing to me as a health pro, we all walk paths, right? And I'm going to make this interactive, but this is kind of like the journey I had to walk. You get educated, whether you get a degree, whether you get certified, and you start working with clients. And the first goal is you want to fill up your book, right? The first goal for everyone is to find clients. Is that correct? Raise your hand in the room, right? And then what happens is we're so happy that we have clients. Then we get our book full, and now we start losing time. Because then the next step is now I have a full book, I need to charge more. So you start charging more. And then you get to the point where you're this expert that you can basically, you have this loyal clientele, you can do whatever, you can charge basically what you want, but at the end of the day, you are selling your time. And now you're working 10 to 12 hours a day, exhausted when you get home, and you fall into that pattern. And what I've seen is that health pros follow two paths. They either come up and they fall like a shooting star because they burn themselves out, or they continue to get smarter at how they're investing their time by duplicating themselves. And by understanding partnerships, you can take that to that next level. In 2003, we had 6 nutrition practices, Venice Nutrition. And I thought once we had one, I said we need many more, right? That's the goal, that's the American dream. So we had 6 practices. And I'm driving from Valencia to, I love Stock, California, because everyone knows the commute. I'm driving from Valencia to Venice every day. Get up at 4:15 in the morning. I get to Gold probably about 5:45. I get my workout in, see clients 7 to 3, trying to finish up everything early to hustle home, and I get home probably about 7 or 8. And some nights I don't get home until 9. And then I have to do the same thing the next day. And the business is growing. We're doing really well. But the more practices we got, the harder it became. And what I had to start realizing, and this happened in 2003, is my wife Abby came to me and said, you know, it's time we have a baby. So we wanted to have a child. And what type of dad did I want to be? Did I want to be that dad that was commuting all the time and never coming home? Because I barely had enough time for Abby at that point. Because I was working, coming home incorrect. And what I had to realize is that I had to get smarter at what I wanted to do. And that's what I want each of you to get from today. So the first question I have for you, what's your name again? Tasha. Tasha, what is your goal as a health professional? Where do you see yourself this next year?
Better to ask
Okay. Right here. Tell me your goal the next year.
The next year is to spend time with my family and work my to help with my
And how are you going to get more clients?
with the president's jobs that I work at. I plan to get there and to get the bike there.
And then what's your goal 5 years from now?
Mine is to develop it even further. But I haven't really thought of that.
Okay, we'll get to that. Joseph, who's your perfect customer? Who do you speak to?
Basically, institutions, people just mainly want to get their clients incentivized.
Stand on up here for me. Give me more. Give me more. So as I'm asking these questions, I want everyone to think about, what did I just ask? What's your goal this next year? What's your goal 5 years from now? That's a question that you want to start asking yourself. Next question is, who are you speaking to? We call it your perfect customers. Who's your perfect customer?
People more my age group, the age of 20 to 30.
Okay, so 20 to 30, so now we get specific.
And people are already pretty much interested in trying to get advice on this.
Perfect. Already fit people. What male, female, what's the demo?
More female than men.
Okay.
But more detail.
Okay. No, give me more. What's your income?
Income, I would say I deal with a lot of people who are like police officers, army nurses, when it comes to the females. People who are more active with their daily lifestyle and professions.
So are you and you're training clients all there then? What's your next goal?
Next goal, I mean, like 5 years down the road, I would love that.
So imagine this. So Joseph just jumped 5 years down the road. What if we do this? So Joseph's clear on who he's targeting, and he's already selling his time. What if he started doing his own videos that would then be able to duplicate himself, that would speak to that same demo that he could rapidly grow? There's a guy, you ever watch a YouTube channel? It's called Six Pack Abs. And this guy went from heavy to six-pack abs. And he built this massive following, and he's a multi-millionaire now. Because he duplicated himself through an experience. So instead of looking at 5 years from now, I want to own my own gym, what can you do to take that expertise you're already doing to duplicate yourself and really look at that? Because that's what I want to share with you. Is I own gyms. I own my own facilities. Besides maybe having one that really is your like breeding ground, it's not the easiest thing to do. And it takes away and it eats up your time. So right there we have what's your 1 year, what's your 5 year. Right here we have who are you speaking to? Who are you speaking to? What's the type of customer? Clientele. Stand up for me. Joseph, please sit back. Are you training clients right now? What's your goal and what do you want to achieve in the fitness environment? Yeah, perfect. Now my friend who came from Sherman Oaks, stand up for me. Who do you train right now? Who do you work on?
My main demographic is Calabasas.
Okay. What type of people?
Housewives, so most of clients, and a lot of them are in.
So you're driving from home to home? How many hours are you working a day right now?
My square is in 5 hours.
Okay, good.
So I mean it's sporadic on my real busy day, Monday and Wednesdays. My drive time is really only maybe say 15 minutes, and I'm still between clients.
Now, are you happy with where you are right now? Do you have clientele? You have a training method that you're training with
I'm
them?
okay with where I am,
Okay.
but right now my goal is to build online.
Online clientele. Okay, perfect.
And I can talk about duplicating yourself.
Got it. So you've done your breeding ground. So everyone, this is where I think we want to look at this. The first thing is you need to get a credential, right? You need to get certified. So you have to have that in place. You then need to start working with clientele so that you have a breeding ground. So right here, you now have that breeding ground. The next step is once you feel like you have an expertise, is how do you then duplicate yourself? And then as you duplicate yourself, who do you partner with to maximize that? Does that make sense, everybody? So you're at that place now where you feel like your time's there and you want to go to that next level and you're looking at who to partner with and how to duplicate yourself.
Yeah, my main goal is to build a base so I know just when I get everyone else paid for the lot. Now I can focus on what I pay.
So your cash flow is there and now you're looking for how do you make residual revenue. Perfect. I love that. Fantastic. Stand up, coach. So coach, tell me, so you coach students right now? Do you train as well?
Right, I train as well. I coach athletes here in Corona. I have those whole thing out with football team and soccer team and softball team and you name it, they're coming.
And what are you doing now? So you're coaching them, but are you training them as well?
I'm training as well as street and development.
Now, so you have that market right there that you're doing high school and athletes.
And the parents.
And the parents, I love that. Now, are you duplicating that somehow?
Yes, what I'm doing is right now, as I am putting myself out there, I'm finding more athletes coming from Norfolk, more athletes coming from Centennial.
Okay.
So we talked to target this whole area on a Friday night. I put it up a booth with that, and everybody was buying because they see me in the gym. I'm in the gym in the morning at 5:30 with about 8 athletes.
Gotcha.
And so that permeates itself to the school, and everybody sees them and says, what can I do? What do you guys think? And once I put this out there, the first thing they say is, what does it have in it? And I just go right here. Absolutely, I do that, and it's all natural. And as a diabetic, that's the first thing they want to know is this good for me? Guess what happens? I've gotten 6 or 7 moms come to boot camp and take this. They're taking this and they've lost Probably a total of, I bet you, 250 pounds.
So Coach brings up something important. Come on over, Coach. And look, this is an open dialogue. It's not me giving a presentation. There's no PowerPoint out here. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. The goal here, and when I flew in here, was to meet, I'm a helper. And I have two main passions in life. I want to help people understand that they don't have to diet, starve themselves, cut their calories. I want to teach people how to stabilize their blood sugar by eating in threes. Every 3 hours, protein, fat, carb. That's my foundation. That's what I believe. Second is I want fellow health professionals to get their time back and understand that they can make cash flow, that they can sell digital offerings by duplicating themselves so they get one-time payments, and they can create subscription services and make residual revenue through partnerships and their own offerings. And what I love about Coach, you take someone like Coach, who already has, he's like prime. You know, he's got his own personal story, that being now in the best shape of his life again. He's not doing diabetic medication anymore. He's not on insulin. He has a clientele already. But what was missing was a turnkey nutrition supplement. Now, the one thing I want to share is supplements, to me, they fill the gap. 2 years ago, I won when I was looking at my next book that comes out on April 28th called Why Kids Make You Fat and How to Get Your Body Back. And I created a plan called the 8-Week Run and Thrive Phase. And that's what the core line uses. Detox, Ignite, and Thrive Phase. And the goal of that was to create a product line that supported it. Not to be the end-all be-all, but to support it. Because the education is the most important thing. So when I look like someone like Coach, this is what we're doing all around the country right now. You take powerful health professionals who's missing nutrition and supplements, correct? So he has a couple options here. He can send them to GNC, he can send them to Vitamin Shop. There's going to be no revenue from that, and he's sending them to people that are going to teach him probably different than what he believes. He can make his own product line. My company, Venice Nutrition, you know, we have a couple million people who live our program. We partner with 20,000 health professionals. We could have made our own product line. The problem, though, is that now you only can distribute that product line to that audience. So there's not a vast amount. You can attempt to private label stuff, but then you have to come up with a lot of cash flow. But when we look at products, the goal is product support the nutrition. So the key is that what Coach needs to do is partner with a nutrition plan that's going to teach a philosophy he believes in. So if it's based on dieting, I wouldn't do it. If it's based upon carb restriction, I wouldn't do it. But we do a program based on blood sugar. So we teach plan first, and then product. And then what we've done in Florida, what we're doing in Atlanta, what we're doing here, is that Coach creates his own 8-week experience. So his brand, his own training, and then he plugs and play our nutrition education, the product line, and now he has a complete package. We did an event in Bradenton, Florida, at a facility called Fit Crew, similar to this size. 100 people came, all walks of life. Probably about 15% were super fit. 60 out of the 100 there were anywhere from 10 to 35 pounds, and then you look at the rest were probably overweight, obese, and then were a little elderly. And the presentation was 45 minutes, and it was interactive, and it's what we're doing tonight at 7 p.m. And it was focused on teaching them how to take their body and health to the next level. And Fit Crew did an 8-week experience. They did training and nutrition education with products and with the nutrition plan. And what they did with that is we had 30 people enroll from customers there, and they immediately got the before and after. So that's something Coach can do. So that's what I want you to start thinking about, that as you're looking at building your brand, who are you going to partner with to fill in your gaps? Thanks, Coach. What's your name? Helen. Helen, what do you do right now, nutrition and supplements? You can say it. Like, what nutrition information do you give your clients? Are you a trainer? Stand up for me. What's your specialty? Yeah. Fantastic.
And then what people see me able to do, what they want to do, that's kind of
Now,
I have to do it.
are you giving them? I mean, that's the first thing. Obviously, they look right. They come to you, Joseph, it's because they want to look like you. So, are you giving them nutrition education right now, or are you just training them?
Training them, and then we talk about nutrition, and I have them write down what they eat for a week, and we kind of get together and discuss. Maybe you could cut down on glasses of wine and go out. Just simple advice that I see right away.
So this is
Change a little bit here, but I'm telling you, I'm not a nutritionist, I don't know what some guy expert.
This is what I love about health. Come on, Lord. This is the key. So, last time I was on Dr. Oz, talked about body confidence and blood sugar. And we know physiologically speaking, it's the only way, you don't use food to lose weight, you use food to create hormonal balance. And that's how your body's meant to be fed, physiologically speaking. The next week, Chris Powell was on teaching about carb deprivation. 75% of our adult population is overweight or obese. 50 states, all of our states, none of them got leaner. No one got less obese or overweight. 6 states got more obese in 2014. The challenge is that we have phenomenal health pros like Helen who feel like they can't talk about nutrition. So that their client, we know that there's no workout that can outwork with that diet. So basically they need that information, and if they don't get it from you, they're going to get it from someplace else. The average dieter buys a new diet book every 3 months. That's 4 diet books a year they're buying. If you go look on Body Confidence, or you go look on any 17A diet on Amazon, you will see customers who bought this, and this. You'll see that they're doing something new. The reason why we made this move, the reason why we created this partnership, is to help people just like us. Health professionals who have a passion to make a difference in people's lives, but they're lacking the nutrition education, and they're lacking partnerships to help expand their brand. So when we start looking at that, that's what this partnership is. So with the nutrition plan that we have in place, you don't have to be a nutritionist to teach it. We have a live interactive Facebook group. We have webinars. We have documentation. It's completely plug and play. It's featured in my book, Why Kids Make You Fat. The whole plan's featured in there. The whole product line featured in there. It's like a step-by-step, so it's a tool that you can use to leverage it. You have a product line that is all natural, gluten-free, that allows people to get the results they want, that fills their gaps, but in addition, it's going to allow you to actually create revenue as well and service your clients. That's the power when we start looking at the partnership. That makes sense to everybody? What's your name, my friend? Caleb, stand up for me. What do you train right now?
Just bodybuilding, trying to get everything in shape, trying to get to where I want to be.
And then do you want to train?
I do. I want to become a certified nutritionist and certified trainer.
And then what's your objective with that? What's your goal?
I want to build really big clientele and create a position like that.
Who has, stay standing already, who feels like right now they have a full book, they have the information, and that they can rapidly duplicate themselves and they want to expand their brand to that next level? Who in here feels that? Okay, everyone who's there, stand right here for me. How many clients you got right now? 40, nice. And then, and what type of training are you doing?
Well, depends on any of which
And your book's full right now? And you're trying to get your time back, right? Yeah. Okay. So you guys stay right here. Now, who feels like they're doing well, but they're still kind of in that ground area of they're feeling it out. They already have a certification, so they have a credential, and they're starting to feel it out a little bit. They need more clients, but they're on their path. Who feels like that? Ellen, probably right here. Who else? Okay, you guys come right here. And then who's not certified yet, but then wants to be certified? Come right here. speak to you? You're like a health pro agent, right? You're an agent, right? Same thing? What are you?
I'm a product of the product.
Okay, you're a customer, right?
I'm a customer.
Perfect, okay.
She's my, what is you?
So you both go, you go right there. Conrad, you come here. You come on up here. And you guys stand right here. So look guys, the reason why I want to share this is the vision when you talk about health pros. We're doing an Idea World. Idea partnered with us and we're doing the first ever Idea Success Academy in Idea World July 17th. It's an entire one-day event and it's about building your brand. It's an event within Idea World. Brandon Richard will be speaking. They're basically the top 12 health pros in the industry. I'm speaking and I'm seeing it. And the whole goal is teaching health pros where they are in their level on how to duplicate themselves. So my best invitation is this. People who want to get certified, so your first step is become a product of the product, right? You have to live what you teach. So the easy thing is if you're not here, you have to first experience it and get the look and feeling so that your clients want that too. Whoever gets frustrated with seeing a client, seeing a trainer that's 50 pounds overweight. Who likes that, right? Who wants to just like strangle that person? So my point is, that is not the person we want to partner with. In life, you choose who you partner with. We do not want to partner with those people. There's a step process. First step is you got to have your own story to get a customer. Second step is many of those people will then have a need to bodybuild or they have a passion inside and they want to get certified. So after you have your own, you have a passion for health, you got to get a credential. Once again, you don't need to be a doctor, you don't have to be a chiropractor, you don't need a degree, but you have to have some type of credential that makes you an expert. Okay? Conrad, you're over there actually. Sorry, you two are over there. Then, once you have the expertise, now you start your groundwork. Right? That's why I love when I was at Gold's Northridge, I take new clients, I experiment with them, just like you guys are doing, right? And you're finding your system. Because the way you go from here to here is you must create your own unique system. There's got to be something that differentiates you from the competition. It could be something. It has to, maybe it's a different demographic. It's a new training method. It's a unique training method. It's got to be something like that. Okay, so right here, there. Now, the goal for all three of you, unless you're just a customer, you can always just be a customer and help people from there, is to get where these guys are. These are the influencers in the world right here. This type of level, and anyone who gets in this type of level, I'm putting like a box right here, these are the people that together we can change the course of the health of our country. Once again, 75% of the population is overweight or obese. More people are spending more money than ever before on weight loss programs and on supplementation, yet we're getting fatter as a society. It's not a lack of information. It's a lack of information with guidance. Our goal, what we're doing at Idea World and this event right here, is about partnering up with like-minded health professionals with our own unique facility, our own unique method, meaning that you all might probably train differently. But we have to believe in the core philosophy of maybe blood sugar. We have to believe that you can't use food to lose weight, but use it to create hormonal balance. We have to believe that you need to activate your red muscle through fat burning cardio, white muscle through interval training, and strength training. So that there's some core principles we all believe in, and then we're sharing a similar message. So this type of people right here, you guys, the goal now is, how do you duplicate yourself? How do you partner with people so that you can maximize your facility and your 40 clients? So that you don't have to wear the hat on everything. So you can partner with a nutrition company, supplement company that does a couple things for you. It provides your clients better results. It provides you with more revenue. And it allows your facility and your platform to grow and be strong. So for example, each one of you here, what I see, what's the name of your facility? New Mind, New Body. So this is what I would recommend for New Mind, New Body. New Mind, New Body, I would do a New Mind, New Body 8-week experience. And I would do 4 of them a year. I would do a get ready for, right now, because we're sitting at March 6th, I would get ready for the summer. Get your bikini body. And I would do an 8-week experience where you would create a package where you would have a training program, an exclusive training program that you would offer. You would do the nutrition plan, Detox Ignite Drive, plug and play, and you would have the product line and you would sell that package. You would probably have, I don't know, 30 or 35 people enrolled in that. You would make cash flow from that, but you would do before and afters of that as well. Every single person there would become a customer. Okay, so right there, now you've just created a new offering. You've partnered with nutrition and supplementation to allow your clients to get better results. And then after those 8 weeks, you'd have all those after photos, so immediately you'd have marketing. What you'll start to see is that you'll increase in your training, you'll increase in your gym memberships, you'll increase in your nutrition education, and you'll increase in your supplement sales. Then this is a cool thing. Are you already doing that? Nice. You already did your own 8 week, right?
Yeah, it's on my form. So you have
I love
different
it.
selections. So 300, so it's put in, or 500, so 8 days.
I love that. And how has that happened? Has that helped increase revenue?
Well, I just opened my gym in January. I would do it some in a bigger gym.
I love that.
Right now, so now I'm doing really cool with that. It's already kind of made.
So this is the message. Once you get here, you then have to look at where am I weak in my offerings. So ask yourself that. So what I'd ask all of you, and when you're at this level here, if you can see your weakness before you get here, you're in a much better place. So where are you weak in your offerings? If you're only offering training and you don't have nutrition and supplements, that's going to hurt you. So that's why you're going to bring in the nutrition and supplements. Now, once you have that, this is what you can do. Your training in your package, you now can create a video series and a duplicatable offer, and you can create your own brand and you can sell that. And that could be a different meeting. I'm saying you guys have webinars on that, but that's something you can do. But in the direct selling business-wise, this is how you can do this. I talked about Fit Crew. It's a facility in Bradenton, Florida. 8 weeks strong. They had great success with their 8-week run. They didn't recruit distributors. They didn't make people brand promoters. What they did is they focused on offering their clientele a turnkey nutrition and supplement system that went along with their training. They got great results. Guess what happened? The next launch of the 8-week plan. 20 other health professionals in Florida came to see what they were doing. And then what they did is they created a digital course that showed them how to duplicate exactly what they did. Because Fit Crew increased their revenue by $35,000 with that one 8-week experience. That's the type of power when you look at the right type of partnership. So the point I wanted to make today, and then we can open up to some Q&A, was this. First, understand where you sit. If you're not certified yet, your goal is not to create digital offerings. That's not your objective yet, right? So your objective is to go through the process, but it doesn't mean you can't talk to health pros. What you can simply do is partner together off that. So your customer, passion, building the ground up right here, and then ready to take it to that next level. Now, when we talk about Fit Crew, that's what brings me over here to our Health Pro agents. What I know about Conrad, and we've been doing this together for the past 2.5 years, so let me tell you why I think direct selling is powerful. As a health pro, if you want to do supplementation, the only way you should do it is through direct selling. Why is that a negative thing as well? Because typically direct selling, like an Amway, was considered bad product, too expensive. So as health pros, we reject that. We hate the idea of direct selling. We also hate the idea that our clients should be distributors. I don't think any of your clients should be a distributor. I'm very clear on this. I think if a customer comes to me, all I want them to do is live the plan, utilize the products, and get great results. That's it. Direct selling works in a health pro model because it's the only way you can really get money from supplementation. If you're not a Lifetime Fitness or an LA Fitness, you just can't make money from products. My buddy Adam Friedman has a bar called the Advanced Athletics Bar. It's an amazing bar. It's a blood sugar bar. It's $5 a bar. He had this passion to do all these things in it, and he put, grass-fed whey and all of these incredible things. But the bar just went out of business. I know so many health professionals who try to do their own private label. Partnerships matter, and the reason why direct selling matters is if you can partner with the right company, you can duplicate, you can fill the gaps in your offerings, be great at what you're great at, and then make additional cash flow and residual revenue. We made that product line 2 years ago, I sat in the office, and HarperCollins is my publisher, and I said, we're writing this book, we have this plan, and I want a product line that supports it. We made that product line to be mainstream and be so that you can go to Amazon and you're not going to find a better cleanse product than right there. So it's priced accordingly. It's not too expensive, and I can guarantee you that when we did our first 8-week run challenge a year ago, what we saw was this, that if you got the 3 ingredients in the cleanse, you paid more for those 3 ingredients than if you actually did our product, and it wasn't as effective. So what I can assure you is the plan and the products are based upon physiology and fill those gaps. And then what this man does, what I love about that is he's a phenomenal direct seller. He understands business and comp plan. So what he helps health pros, just like Craig Brotman does with Andrew Turman, is he helps teach him how to maximize the revenue to make this work to honor him. So basically your clients are customers, and then your fellow health pros are part of your team. So Joseph, let's say Joseph has a model. What's your name? Joseph could see Sabrina. Let's say Sabrina had her gym or over 40 clients who wasn't doing any nutrition or supplements. Joseph goes to Sabrina. Joseph has a model showing that it works. And then goes to Sabrina, do you want to offer turnkey nutrition and supplementation and make more revenue for your business? I can show you how. Right there, now Sabrina is duplicating what Joseph does. That's how it works. Any questions, guys? So, what's up, guys? So I think the goal was, when we talk about building your brand, I think the next offering after that is how do you duplicate yourself with video offerings, and then how do you create subscription services. So what happened to me in 2003 is I had 6 practices, and I said, what am I going to do? So immediately I said I need to duplicate myself, and I need to create my own nutrition certification and licensing model. So in 2003, for about 6 months, it took me forever to finish our certification, and we immediately launched our certification licensing model to duplicate what we were doing in Venice. In 2006, we launched our own online software program. In 2011, my first book, Body Confidence, came out, New York Times bestseller. So now, think about this. What I did is create a certification licensing model, created an online system, that's the subscription base, created a book, so if someone wants to experience the plan, I don't have to talk to them, I can give them a book. Our Venice practices, they don't have to repeat themselves. Who hates repeating themselves the same time with every new client? Tools work that you don't have to do that. So you give them a tool. And my next book, Why Kids Make You Fat, walk someone through this. Partnerships does not replace what you do. Partnerships empower you to be the best at what you want to do to fill the gaps in where you're lacking in your offerings. And if you do it right, it will make the three revenue streams. Cash flow from digital offerings. So you spend that time doing it once, and then it just keeps repeating. And then residual revenue through supplementation, through subscriptions, through multiple offerings. And that's what this Health Pro model is about. A lot of times people think that when we talk about our Health Pro model, we're just talking about partnering with Core and implementing our plan. That's not it at all. What we're doing in April, we officially launched the Health Pro model. It's already active, but we already have about 300 locations doing that. Venice has partnered with 500 locations. But what we see is that officially launches in April in the sense of videos, digital offerings. But then what we're going to do is we're going to start doing Health Pro retreats, where we find health pros just like you guys that are ready to take it to that next level, where you want to do your own digital offering, that you want to actually develop who your perfect customer is, that you want to build your own opt-in page, so that you create your own online funnel and increase your list, where that's where you can make the revenue that you want. So it's not just partner with us and sell products. It's partner with us and be part of a community so that we can inspire people to take back control of their health, and as health professionals get our time back and we grow together. And I think that's how we truly change the way the country's going. Make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Any questions?
How do you get involved?
How do you get involved? Okay, so I think the first step is you analyze where you are. Okay, so this is what you want to do. Where you are now is, I think the first step, are you partnering with Core right now? Okay, so I'd say from the Core perspective, we would then want to look at what can you do to start developing your perfect customer and digital offerings. So I'm going to give a link. So anyone who's interested, come to me right when we're done. I'm going to give you a link. And there's 3 webinars that I did. There's 4 webinars actually. The first one is how to position yourself as an expert. And then there's a 3-part series on how to build your funnel. So just remember this. When you talk about your brand as an expert, there's a funnel. And it's 4 simple things. Traffic, opt-in, offer, close. That's simple. So traffic, if you have no traffic, like a website, it doesn't really matter. But your list, the money is always in the list. So traffic, you have to traffic either through social media, through being on national media. Traffic drives you to your website, which allows you to have your opt-in. Your opt-in has to speak to the customer you want to speak at. Joseph, you had a great customer, so you want to make literature speak to that customer. Then you would have some type of offer. So you give them something for free. You would then offer something from that's another part of your list, and then you close them. There's a full 3-part webinar series that will walk you through each step on how to start duplicating yourself. So I think where you are right now, we want to do 2 things. We want to get the data of what you're doing in your facility so you can then duplicate it with other health professionals so they be part of your business. And then on the same front, we want to teach you how to brand yourself so you can create